Hi, this is Gina with Gina'sCraftingSpot.com, and today I'm using a card, or I'm making a card using the From My Kitchen cartridge, and I'm using this oven right here to make a cookie swap invitation. And I'll give you a quick peek. This is what it looks like, and this part opens to, you know, show all the details, and it's not on a regular card base. I just put it on just like no card base. This is its card. This is the card, so it's a shape card, I guess, kind of, sort of a shape panel. Anyway, let me show you how I did it real quick, because I have to go to a scrapbooking day at my friend's house. So this is what we're making. I had to change the background paper a little bit, and I'll show you. So what I used was papers from the Homemade Christmas Stack, DCWV. I had originally used this glittery one, and I ran out because I did a few takes and it didn't work. So then what I did was take, it's this other pattern just with red polka dots, and I cut out a few of the shadows with that. I know I had another one. It's in here somewhere. But so I used the Homemade Christmas Stack, and then I'm also using the Home for the Holidays GCD for the, or is it this stripe pattern? And this is what it looks like close up. Sorry, I had to run my Cricut. So this is the stripe I'm using for one of the layers. So let me get started with showing you this. Okay, so here's the shadow. It's not glittery like the other one was, but it'll still do. It's the same shade of red that I want. So that is cut at 4 inches, and that's the shadow right here. And then, let me zoom a little bit. And then this is the oven part, cut again with that stripe paper. So I'm going to attach these two together. We'll do this first, and then I'll show you how I did the cool oven opening part. So I'm going to attach this with my ATG gun. Try to be careful, because it does have the slits cut in for the layers and stuff. And I guess I could have hit everything. It's pretty straightforward where things go, but I didn't. So I'm going to try to center this middle of the shadow. And that was pretty much, I did the shadow to give it more stability, because this pattern paper is pretty thin. The DCWV isn't. So, and then before I start putting anything on, I'm just going to stamp it, because with the layers on it, it'll be harder later. Alright, so now what I have, so here's my base ready. Oh, almost ready, but next we're going to do the door part. So everything is cut at 4 inches. I got the shadow, the oven, the shift that is going to be the background of where I'm going to write my information, and I cut that out of a vanilla, and the same with the oven door. That's a vanilla color as well. So this is the layer button, and it cuts out the knobs and the straight piece for the top. So like I said, everything at 4 inches. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to get my Martha Stewart scoreboard, or any scoreboard you have, any way you score things will do, I guess. But I'm using this today. So I'm just going to line this up, and it is a wonky shape. It's not, you know, a straight shape. So what I did was just line the bottom edge, that is straight, to one of the lines, and then I'm just going to go like 1/4 of an inch or so, and just make a score line just so I could fold it. And then it's going to fold, I'm sorry, I'm not in camera, fold down, and then just use my bone folder to smooth it. So here you have, this is the front, and then here's the little part there. So now what I'm going to do is run it through the Cuttlebug using the diamond plate folder, just because I thought it looked, I don't know, maybe a little bit oveny. It was just too plain, being just the vanilla color. So here's my Cuttlebug, and I'm sure everybody knows how to use this. Your A plate, your B plate, your Cuttlebug folder with your paper inside and a B plate on top. Just run that through. And here we go. There it is. And the other thing I used my Cuttlebug for was this little piece of vanilla that goes up here on the stove. And I did that with the Swiss Dots folder. And this is the Swiss Dots. Alright. So next, I'm going to take that piece that I just Cuttlebugged, and on this little flap, it's going to go like so onto this piece. So I'm just going to put, I'm going to use sticky tape because I'm hoping they'll be, you know, opening it and looking at it and enjoying it. So I want to be sure it stays. So I'm going to use this. I have a bunch of this. So let me just put my craft mat so I don't get anything sticky on my foam mat. Alright, so this is, I think, 1/4 inch tape. So just put this on here as even as I can. This is strong stuff. Once you get it on, that's it. It's on. So be sure I position it correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and take this cover off. Whatever's hanging over, I'll just push back in. So here we go, tape on the bottom. I'm going to take this piece, and since I did fold it, I'm going to have to change it and just center it again based on the new size that I made, if that makes sense. So just be sure this is on good. There you go, there's your little window, or not window, a little door to open so you could write. I'm actually going to type it really small so I could get all the information on there. You know, like my first annual cookie swap, welcome, blah, 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 all the details. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is, I guess, put it all together. So here's my base with my layer. I could go ahead, and it has little not tick marks, but little, you could tell where it goes because that's what cuts out with the Cricut. So I'm just going to use my ATG to attach this panel. This on, and it'll be hard to center because you could see it's a wonky shape. It's not just square or rectangular, whatever. I'm just going to try to line it up as best I can. Alright, looks good. And then I'm going to take my, what is it? Or where is it rather? This Tombow Mono glue, and attach this little piece. And I need my tweezers because I get so sticky when I'm working with the liquid glue. I don't know what my problem is. I just can't work with glue. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna put this right here. Okay. The next thing I have to do is add the little knobs. What's that? Oh, that's it. I didn't position it right. Silly me. Alright, good. So then I'm going to take my handy dandy little, it's called a Stick 'em Up from the Rubber Cafe, and I think it's like wax, it feels like, that you put on this stick and then it, you know, sticks all your little pieces. Kind of like the that other tool, this one, the Quick Stick. But I got this and it seems a little easier to use. So what I'm going to start with is putting a little dab of glue on each little circle. It's hard to see the pattern paper. And then I'll just put a couple here so you could see. Okay, then I'm just going to take my stick. Wonderful. Works just beautifully. Okay, there's another one. Here is the fourth one. Alright, now the other thing I'm going to do with this is I have my husband said I needed little like knobby looking things because a little circle dab of the glitter glue wasn't enough. So I looked through my stash of bling and stuff and I came across these teeny tiny little flowers. They're 6 millimeters. I got them from one of the expos. So this is what they look like. So I'm just going to do the same thing, a little dab of glue right in the center. And add those. Oops. Right there. Where's the other one? That's that. Then the other thing I did was take so this is like the scrap of what I cut. I have this Fiskars Scallop Punch. I don't know what size it is. I'm assuming around 2 inches. And then take just a scallop out of there. Don't want to waste pretty paper. So here I have a little scallop. And then for the sentiment, I'm going to take a piece, or this is a 1.5 inch circle. And this is a Creative Memories one. And I'm going to actually emboss my sentiment. And I'm going to cut out a circle to fit right in the middle. So for the embossing, I have a piece of just that same vanilla cardstock that I used for the other layers. And I'm going to take my Versamark and ink up this little stamp I got. It says Family Love Traditions in let me see, one of these things, Recollections, with a bunch of little stamps, good for calendars, and they're teeny tiny, stuff like that. So I'm going to take this, and I do need a few, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them for once, and I will be punching them out, so get along the edges, make it cutting easier, and you probably can't see it, but I have a ton of this paper, so I might be a little bit wasteful. And then I have this topiary green color. I got it, I don't know where I got it. It's been so long. Like a lot of other people have been saying, trying to use their stuff. I don't know why I just keep saving everything. For what? I have no idea. Okay, where did I put it? There it is. So, a couple more. Where did I put it? Oops, put my finger right in it. Good job, Gina. Trying to rush. That was the chair, sorry. Just try to brush off any extra. Make sure it's all covered. I have a couple here at least. So then I'm going to go ahead and heat set it with my, let's see. What is this? The embossing heat tool, the Marvy. Heat it too much because you will take away the shine. Alright, so let me take this circle punch to cut it a little bit. Put a lid on this before I have a horrible mishap. And that one I just, the messed up one I just did so it wouldn't get all over the place. Perfect. I'll leave a little bit of space on the top. Okay, so I have my little circle. Get rid of my piece of craft mat. So I'm going to attach this to this. Again, using my ETG. It's right to the center, fits beautifully. Then that's going to go right there. And I have these little rhinestone thingies, I think from Michaels. So I'm going to put these on for my pokey tool. Alright, it's not going to work. I'm going to do 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Get my scissors because they're all attached. It's a line of them. So let me cut off 3 for one side and 3 for the other. And the other one, get another 3. Going to attach this with some foam adhesive. And then I have a little bow that I actually already made, thank goodness. So if not, who knows how long it would have taken to do a bow on camera. For me, anyway. Never works when I'm in a hurry. Alright, so I will try to center that and then leave enough room for the bottom for it to open and close nicely, easily. And then I'll probably put something to latch it closed, but I haven't gotten that far. So here's a little bow I made. A cute little white bow, just using the really, really thin ribbon from Michaels, I'm sure. I'm sure that's where I got it. 3 for $1 ones. So, just going to attach it using this Tombow Mono Aqua. Or you can use Glossy Accents, a glue dot. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry and I'm going to print out my inside and finish the rest of these cards. And that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you soon. Bye.